Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 71. I just...
What's wrong, buddy?
People are mean, man.
People can be cruel.
People are so mean. Like, I don't know if we can do this podcast anymore.
It's not worth it. It's not fun anymore. People have ruined it. I don't know.
Oh, God, why are they so mean? Oh, God. Oh. I mean, we talked about one person.
I know.
We talked about Bob Mackey. And then they made fun of our boxes.
I like our boxes.
They said we got them at GameStop in a dumpster. And I don't go through trash. They made fun of my hair. They called me Angry Phone Guy.
They called me Pube Stash. I'm really broken up about it.
They made fun of all their props. They said, oh, you could tell these guys know what they're talking about because they have props. And it's just like, but you figured us out, man. We've never played a video game in our lives.
Like my homegirl T Swifty said, why you gotta be so mean?
It was such a great song, too. I'm surprised they didn't make fun of us for liking the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, too. And they made fun of our production values. Oh, God. I mean, we do this as a hobby.
Out of the goodness of our hearts.
In our spare time, separate from our full-time jobs where we are actually employed and make money, and they made fun of our production value. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here for 70 episodes. But after what happened last week, we're here to announce that we are canceling the Two-Player Co-op podcast. We just can't go on anymore. As you can tell by the motif, we just can't go on anymore. So thank you guys so much for being here for 70 episodes. It's been a fun ride, but people are just so mean. I just can't take it anymore. Not! What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 71 of the Two-Player Co-op podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, alongside my brother from my mother, Sean. How are we doing? Fantastic! Woo! Hi.
Hello.
To the lurkers that are still here, hello. Leave your dislike and you can move on. To the guys that actually like us, thank you guys so much for being here. I always tell you subscribe. Make sure you like also, because if you haven't noticed, all of a sudden since last week, all of a sudden our videos are getting dislikes.
I like to call them the Mackey Lackeys.
Mackey Lackeys. It's quite funny. If they still show up in the comment section, just ignore them. It's fine.
Or not. I mean, you can...
Clearly we got under their skin for speaking the truth. It is what it is. I don't regret anything I said. You don't either. We spoke our opinion. And no, we won't be debating Bob Mackey, who has no problem challenging us to I don't know what there was to debate. Colin always asked him to debate when they were talking politics. That's why it made sense. But anyways, also, we've gained a lot of subs in the last couple months.
Yes.
And for those that don't know us as well or haven't been here the whole time, haven't seen our History of Us video, basically the whole reason we're doing this is we're just two brothers that want to just shoot the shit, talk video games,
shoot the poop,
hang out. Yeah, sorry, PG podcast. And this is not our full-time job. This is just, like I said, this is our hobby. If it ever turns into something bigger, that'd be
We're
great.
Losing money on this.
Yes, we've lost hundreds of dollars on this. But it's fine because we love doing it. This is so much fun. And those of you that are out there that like us, you give us the motivation to keep doing this. Thank you. But this is not our full-time job. We're not experts. We're not industry insiders or anything like that. We're two dudes that are brothers that like hanging out, like video games, and want to talk about them with y'all and give a different perspective. Also, all these props mean something. I don't have... Link is over there. Most of my favorite games of all time are Zelda games. Ryu is over there. I call him Ryu. Excuse me, I don't call him Ryu. my favorite fighting game of all time, Street Fighter 2. These are the two systems we're playing right now that mean the most to us. The PlayStation, PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Switch. That's a Diamond Dogs sticker because I'm kind of a Metal Gear Solid fan, if you didn't realize that yet. It's kind of shiny right now because we lost a light because, again, our production values. That's Link from Link Between Worlds. The first Nintendo game we ever played is Mario. Okay.
It's a Mario.
This Sega Genesis, this one right here. We're Sega kids, if you haven't heard that before. That's why that's there. Again, I got the collector's edition of Metal Gear Solid 5 because I'm about the biggest Metal Gear fan you'll ever meet. That's a pipe from Mario that you warp in. These aren't just...
We don't know where you come out on the other side. We haven't tried it yet, but
these aren't props. Everything here...
I mean, they're props.
They're props, but they mean something to us. We're not just like, ooh, let's just get all our stuff that we can get and throw it up there. That's not it. Whatever. To those of you that are here because you want to be here, because you actually like the content, again, thank you guys so much. Did you hit yourself in the face?
No, I had like a hair.
Oh, did you get one of my mutant eyebrows?
I don't know if it's an eyebrow or just a hair that fell down.
And the other thing, all the comments we were getting about Senpai noticed you and all this other stuff. If you haven't been paying attention, I've also disagreed with Colin a lot on this podcast. Even before this podcast, I called him out on Twitter so many times about Metal Gear Solid 5 and how weird he was about that. He's like, I just don't know if I can play. And Mad Max is the game I'm going to play. And this is a much better game than Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm like, you're an idiot. I called him out all the time for talking, and I think I talked about it on the podcast. I talked with the way he was all down on the Switch and wasn't even going to give it a chance to be successful. Yep. He was down on Breath of the Wild. He didn't want anything associated with the Switch to be a success, and that was very evident, and I called him out on that all the time. So no, we're not here just S&. Collins D or anything like that. I do want to say thank you to SJ Concepcion on Twitter for giving us the topic. I wanted to talk about it anyways, but thank you. If there's anything that you guys want us to talk about, maybe less controversial, maybe more controversial, either way,
your call.
Let us know. Tweet at us. I'm at Kevin White 24. He's at Real Sean White. Together we're at 2player_co-op. That's kind of a recap of what happened last week. Again, it is what it is. We're moving on.
So I just want to say,
sure,
not ready to move on quite yet. As in hindsight, as controversial as it was, and I only say controversial because of the reaction, because I don't think it was controversial. But in the end, maybe overall the episode I'm most proud of.
Mm-hmm.
I think as of right now, it's like our 4th most watched video. So thank you all you people who hate us. You're helping us out tremendously. Thank you for bringing your dislikes because all that did was bring more likes. So thank you to the dislikers and the likers and everybody who came out, both our normal fans who came to our defense and new fans or people who just
who found
can
us
appreciate
or
what
people that,
we were saying.
Yeah, they just found us from the video, or people that have been watching us for a while and haven't commented on whether it's on Twitter, YouTube, anything. Thank you.
Right. Thank you for showing up. And by no means was I ever offended. I maybe got a little annoyed, but honestly, I just thought it was more funny than anything.
I got annoyed at first for sure. Once I saw Bob actually. And the last thing I'll say, I don't think Bob says this, but or maybe he has, I don't know. I've definitely seen people that are on his side say during all these interactions with Colin over the last few months, Colin Moriarty wakes up every day, Googles himself, and then gets mad. The funny thing is, when I posted this video, I didn't tag Bob Servo, at Bob Servo, or Bob Mackey. His name was in the title, yes. And by the way, I made a great title for the damn thing.
That was a fantastic
Shout out to Logan for realizing. I hope the rest of y'all liked it. It was a play on the movie, obviously. But so the funny thing is, and I didn't see anybody tweet at him because I went through his mentions. Once it broke that he had commented and I saw he was tweeting about us, I said, okay, let me look at his mentions. Nobody sent the video to him. I wonder who Googled themselves to find that video. It's weird.
Interesting.
But
I will say, I don't know what's true. I don't know what's not. But I've heard some things about Mr. Mackey. Okay. He's going through whatever he may or may not be going through. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. I'm not going to give him too hard of a time. That being said, all of his followers, you guys are
I don't
just
even
as
have,
bad, if not worse, and you got no excuse. So
it's more right.
Bring it on. We love the hate. No news. No. What am I trying
No
to
news
say?
is bad news.
No, I wasn't.
No publicity is bad publicity.
That's what I was
don't
going
know
for.
what it is.
So bring on the hate. If you
I
wanna
will
view
say-
our videos just to leave a snarky comment. By all means, do it. Keep it coming. We're getting a kick out of it. And I will move on now.
Yeah, I will
That's all I wanted to
say,
say.
I do have more. And if Bob is going through some stuff, nothing is an excuse, I think, for him to do what he does to Colin. It is what it is. But if he is going through some stuff legitimately, I don't really wish harm upon anybody. I hope he gets it straightened out. If it's true, if it's just rumors, whatever, I don't know. If he's got stuff going on, I do hope he gets it fixed. His followers, I have way more of a problem with his followers than I do him now.
That's
but
where I'm at, too.
it is what it is. People like to hide behind Twitter avatars and stuff, and
change their name.
and dislikes, and
on
change their
YouTube.
name after they comment on our video and all that stuff. But it is what it is. So no hard feelings. If you guys are here,
whether you like us or not, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
yeah, this is going to be the last time we talk about Bob. So if you guys want to actually see what our podcast is other than Bob Mackey, we hope you stick around. We hope you give us a fair chance. And don't just, if you're here to just dislike us, then fine. That's
You
your
can do that
prerogative.
too. That's fine.
I hope the rest of y'all will leave likes. So I wish nothing but the best to Bob. And yeah, that's it. What's up, brother?
Oh, what has been going on?
I got myself all worked up when I was doing the fake crying. Now, like, my freaking face is on fire. I feel like I'm like 150
You probably
degrees
need to
right
drink
now.
more wine.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Dang it.
I got another taste of puppyhood. Came home to a nice Murph, our wonderful angel of a puppy.
Yep. Never did nothing
Somehow
wrong.
managed to kick the tray that's in the bottom of his cage, get it out of his cage.
Or is this the story?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
He kicked it out. He got it out of his cage somehow and then spent who knows how much time during the day just, I don't know, chewing or clawing or some combination of both.
Eating both.
To where we
yeah.
now have a nice 3 or 4 inch square hole
How
in
far-
our carpet.
How
in
far
the
away is it
bedroom.
from the wall? Can you legitimately?
We
is
could
it,
put something over.
It would make sense.
It'll
Okay.
be fine, but down to the concrete, through the carpet, through the pad. He never puked any of it out, but we've seen it. We've found most of it.
It come out some way.
It came out.
It come out some way.
So that's been fun.
I will say, I think by the time you guys get to having kids, you're gonna be like, this isn't as bad as a puppy. Like, all the stuff I went through with Jack. R.I.P. My
God.
favorite dog of all time,
Yeah.
Jack. We had to put him down a couple years ago. Major anxiety, separation anxiety issues. He ate through windowsills, blinds, molding, sheetrock, other kinds of wood. Puked it all up. One time he puked it all up, and we came home. It looked like it was a Saw movie or something. It was. I'm not gonna. You might be eating when you're watching this. I don't know. So I feel your pain, and it was like that his whole life, his whole 11 years. So
For the most part, he's good. He's only bad. I mean, he's only bad when we're not around. When we're around, he's the
well,
sweetest.
you just
puppy.
both need to
He's
just win Powerball and quit, and then you're good.
Yeah. Then we can do this for a living.
Then we can
at
do
that
this
point.
for a
Well, not
living.
even
we
for a
won't be
living.
making any
We'll
money,
just be
but we'll
doing
just
it.
do it. More videos and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Oh, I got some funny news this evening, just about an hour ago. Nah, it's been a while, a couple hours ago now.
Good Lord, this is gonna be a late night for me.
It's quick.
No, I'm just saying it's already.
So, my buddy Mark, who I shouted out last week, went to Wingfest with him. I was informed. I'm not even offended. I think it's actually pretty funny. Brittany told me today that apparently I was quite the hot topic at their staff
the
meeting
store?
today.
Oh God.
Her director, was apparently talking about Wingfest, and oh yeah, some of you guys went to Wingfest, right? And the story about me falling over the cooler came up. My wound,
Still wounded,
almost healed. I looked at my knee for the first time a few days ago. Big old, I mean, it doesn't hurt at all, but my knee's still all black and blue. Apparently, they were also talking about how I just hitched a ride on a random go-kart and disappeared for 15 minutes.
What was Mark talking about when he commented on the video and he's like, as soon as you put your hand up, he just knew you were going into everything that happened.
He had heard the story about how I bit it carrying the cooler back and how I hurt myself. But yeah, I guess I was quite the topic at their staff meeting today. So that's now how I'm known in those areas. So that's good.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
By the way, you have a nice piece of jewelry on your shoulder.
Where'd that come from?
The champ is here. We've been sitting here crying and stuff and fake crying and ignoring the elephant in the room that's a belt in the room. The belt-a-phant in the room. How long are you going to leave it on the shoulder? Because you got to sit all weird to keep it from falling.
Right. I got to like lean to the left to keep it this way. It's heavy. I'm probably going to take it off pretty soon here.
So, but I mean, you heard Sean talk after, he made the purchase. He thought he was going to regret it. I said it was a great purchase.
Not at all.
Way better than spending $400 on PlayStation VR. He got the best championship WWE belt that has ever been made, in my opinion. I think it's better than Winged Eagle. It's pretty much in the middle.
I'll leave it right there.
It's
thing's
beautiful.
legit though.
It is awesome.
It's
it
like
makes me
8
want
pounds,
one.
7 pounds, something. I don't know.
It's
very
7 pounds, but because it's spread out, it feels almost more than that because it's so
it's
spread
a weird,
out.
Yeah. It's pretty legit though. Not at all. No regret. No regrets.
No regrets.
Regrets. That guy.
Yeah. What have we been playing this week?
I was fortunate enough to finally get my Mario Kart in the mail today after I pre-ordered it the week before it came out. Amazon kept saying, yep, you'll have it Friday, you'll have it Friday, you'll have it Friday. It shipped
Sunday?
on Friday.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Well, technically. I mean,
or they said it did.
Yeah. It made it to Nashville. It was supposed to come today. Or no, it was supposed to come Sunday. Yesterday. It didn't make it to Nashville until Sunday, so I knew it wasn't
Today's
getting
Monday
it then. Then this morning, I didn't even tell you about this, because I had other things going on today. I got an email. What's going on here? Is this like a...
No, it's just like copyright and trademark, WWE.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
God, I got an email from Amazon saying, or maybe it wasn't an email. Maybe I just went to check the status, and it said, we apologize, but
this is never going to arrive.
The new date is May 3rd, Wednesday. If you haven't gotten it by Wednesday, please contact us, and we will see what else we can do.
No, you're basically going to give me this
I'm like,
for
are you
free
kidding
at this
me?
point. Yeah.
So it ended up coming today anyway, so I don't know where that came from, but we did this whole episode on, hey, everybody, order all your games from Amazon because they're the ish, and don't ever go to GameStop. Meanwhile, this guy went to GameStop on Friday because he had a gift card.
Only because I had a gift card. Right.
Because he had a gift card.
But I've been playing
and
Mario Kart.
And he got to play Mario Kart
weekend.
all weekend, whereas I tried to save a measly like $10, $12, whatever it was.
I do wonder though if it's just because you waited till Monday or Tuesday or whatever.
No, it was a full week before.
It was okay.
The Thursday before.
Wow.
So
okay.
And it shipped on Friday. It's not like they didn't have it. They had it. They just didn't ship it until Friday. So that bothered me. I wrote them a pretty nasty email, and if I didn't have all this other crap going on today, I was in my head already constructing my next email to them to be like, this is ridiculous. Now it's like Wednesday, this keeps getting delayed, blah, 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 and then it came today, so that's fine. So they offered me a coupon, which I need to contact them again.
I think I got a coupon for it.
So I
Shout
need
out to Jay Peterman.
I need to contact them to get this coupon code. They wouldn't just
sombrero.
give it to me. They basically said,
Why?
next time you order something, contact us and we'll give you a code for 20% off for as long as it's under $100. I'm like, well, just give me the code. Like, I want it now. Why do I have to? They're just assuming I'm going to forget. I will not forget.
Ultra Street Fighter 2 is coming out next month.
Yeah.
But somebody needs to get Horizon Zero Dawn, which I'll talk about that here in a minute. Somebody else in this room. We don't have a producer, so it's obviously this guy.
I see you. But yeah, so I got Mario Kart. I played it a little bit today. Tried to teach Brittany. She actually did pretty well. I mean, she's played Mario Kart before, but
see,
she's got the drifting, or she's starting to get the
really?
drifting. She was trying to play with motion controls. I said,
no, don't
try the pad, not the pad, but the analog stick.
But you gave her the click.
Yeah. But I didn't realize. I totally forgot until later. She's like, I can't turn. Like, why it won't turn? I'm like, just you're doing it wrong. Whatever. And then I remembered, oh no, it's the thing where the left stick was disconnecting.
God, are you serious?
So she had to move over and sit right in front of the switch. That thing still bothers me. But
well, that's why I'm interested to see when that other controller comes out. That's like $30. I'm gonna wait and see what the reviews are before I buy one of those. But I remember like when the Switch first got announced, the company Hori, I don't know how you say it, HORI. They make fighting sticks and all stuff. They announced their own Pro controller. I've seen nothing on it. None of their products have come out. So I'm like, where is that? I'm sure it won't be 70 and it probably won't be 30. It'll probably be 50, but it'll probably be really good. But I want another controller, but I'm not going to spend another 70 on another Pro controller.
No, that's expensive.
I would like to have one other controller here. So then I've got I've got a total of 4 controllers. The kids can always use the little freaking rinky-dink things.
Right.
We put up a Let's Play yesterday. Hopefully you've seen it, of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the two of us and my boys, Noah and Nick.
We're not making money off of it.
No, thank you, Nintendo, for the second it uploaded for copyright claiming it. You're awesome. So it doesn't matter if you're Angry Joe or if you're 2-player co-op, they will still screw you in the buttocks. We
should have played it in mirror and then flip it the video.
Yeah, but then everything on the screen would still be... I know what you're getting at, but...
Yeah, but then
then they would have been like, oh, no.
I mean,
that's actually a video.
Copyrighted it, but
whatever.
I love you, Nintendo, but you suck.
Check out the video. We had a lot of fun. Nick...
It was a lot of fun.
Nick is my youngest. He's the one that was sitting over here. He is... Ooh, boy.
He's a ham.
He's something. When the camera goes on, or anytime this guy's around, he just goes full crazy. I'll say that. Love him to death. Love you, Nick. We had a lot of fun doing it. Mario Kart 8 is so much fun. What I was gonna say, Mario Kart, it's like, it's fun even if you suck at it. Like, I'm not good. I'm finally starting to get better at the drifting and stuff.
You need to get the drift. You know you can do like the speed boost over the jumps and stuff, right?
Yeah, I do the R.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really, the name of the game is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And
this is true.
The main thing, you need to get as many speed boosts as you can. You need to hit R on every jump, and you need to get the drifting down. And if you do that, I just
drift too late, and I know that, but it's still like
that's what Brittany was doing too.
In my mind, I'm like, okay. But the good thing, and I don't know if Brittany had this on or not, but the cool thing is, like, when we did the Let's Play with the boys, they had there's the steering assistance, which keeps you on the course. So it's like, even if you're a 7-year-old, you can play Rainbow Road and stay on the course and not hate it. Yeah. I don't. Did Brittany have that on, or was she?
She played without it.
She played it.
She actually did fine in that.
But it's like, it's so, like, Mario Kart is one of the few games where it's fun no matter how good you are, and that's a testament to just this great franchise that Nintendo has made. I will say this is my favorite Mario Kart already. I don't have that much experience with the others. I played Super Mario Kart a little bit, Mario Kart 64 a little bit. I had Mario Kart Wii because we had it on the Wii for the boys. But other than that, I guess that's 3. And now this is my 4th/5th. Mario Kart 8 was already my favorite, and this is even better.
Yeah.
The battle mode's fun. Also, Tidbit just came out today, which when you're watching this is yesterday or some other day. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the fastest selling Mario Kart in the 25-year history of the franchise.
That's awesome. On
day 1, they sold 456,000 in the U.S. That's just on Friday, so I don't know what the hell yours counts.
Well, yeah.
456,000. So 1 out of every 2 people that own a Switch bought Mario Kart on launch day. That doesn't count the weekend. That doesn't count yesterday, today, as people are seeing reviews, whatever. Like, it's going to end up...
1 out of every how many people?
2. In the U.S.
Okay.
Because about 1 million Switches in the U.S. It was actually 45%, but basically 1 out of 2. It's awesome.
Wait, so that's just in the U.S.?
That's just in the U.S., 456,000, yeah.
Wow.
So it's probably going to end up Man, I don't know if it'll end up the number 1 title for April. What else is coming? Wait.
It's May.
It's going to be May. It's already May. I wonder where it will chart, because that's a lot. That doesn't count the weekend. That was day 1. It'll be interesting when NPD comes out for April, and that just really had, 1 weekend
2 days,
to
3
see
days.
where it charts. But
yeah,
very happy about that. I love the game. So much fun. Like I said in the Let's Play, you're the Mario Kart expert out of all of us. You got a lot more experience than I do, obviously. Where does this rank for you? Again, so you've played it with me, you've played it with the boys, you've played over here more than you've played it at your house.
Most people seem to say that
Double Dash
64 is like the gold standard. That has never been my favorite. I didn't play it a whole lot, but I just couldn't get the hang of it. So shout out to Brent. Brent had Mario Kart for Super Nintendo, and we played the heck out of that, and I loved that game. There's some other titles I forget. I played Double Dash a very small amount. I played 64 probably a little bit more than that, but not much more. I had Mario Kart Wii. I put, I don't know how many hours into that. I played a lot on that game. And I played online a lot. I actually got pretty decent. I have Mario Kart 7, I guess it is, on the 3DS, but I never really played it too much.
Nick got that on his like a month ago because it was on sale for $15 or something.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I was like, I'm buying Mario Kart 8. He's like, I don't care. I want it on my 3DS. Okay, go for it.
I could see this. It's probably already my favorite. The game is beautiful. Like I was telling him earlier, I finally, today, for the first time, when I got to play it full screen. And it's just beautiful. It looks unbelievable.
And that's when the whole 900... 1080, however, what the horsepower is, blah, blah, blah. Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U is one of the prettiest games of that generation. And this looks basically the same. I'm not going to say like, whoa, the power of the Switch, it's beautiful.
Right,
no.
yeah.
But when you do split screen, it stays 60 frames per second. If you go 4-player, it does drop down to 30. And that makes a big difference. Just seeing it in 60 frames versus 30 frames. And of course, when we were playing on our little Let's Play TV, that does not give you the full picture.
Right.
You guys don't see that, but you know what I mean. The game's beautiful. You don't have to worry about, like I did start noticing in Zelda, like some of the textures just look like Grand Theft Auto did. Like if you look at Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS3 and 360, you see a hill and it's just like with like green and brown. And then you go play it on PS4 and they added in grass and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas Zelda was like green and brown, but like the world was so alive and everything was just the landscapes and everything. The rest of the game was so beautiful that you didn't worry about that so much. You don't have that with Mario Kart 8. The game's just top to bottom gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Mario Odyssey is going to be beautiful too. I cannot wait. But I will tell you right now, that game is not coming out this year. Sorry, Logan. It's not coming out this year.
I think it is. I don't think there's any way they miss Christmas.
Miss Christmas. Firesides burn. In Sync this Christmas. That was not In Sync. What is this?
You're thinking of Merry Christmas,
Happy
Holidays.
Best Christmas song ever made. The other things we've been playing, we put up a Let's Play on Friday of Shovel Knight co-op mode. There's another one going up this Friday of Specter of Torment. What did you think about those, Sean?
The games or the Let's Plays?
The games.
Shovel Knight co-op, it's fun. I don't know that it is necessary. It doesn't really add a new... it does add a new...
It adds a whole life bar to the bosses, that's for sure.
Well, yeah. It just doesn't seem like a game that needs co-op. It's fun, but I don't know. Specter of Torment, I was pleasantly surprised by after the disaster that
Plague of Shadows. Don't even
was.
waste your time. I played it for 30 minutes, and that was 30 minutes I wish I could get back.
Yeah, I'm actually quite intrigued by it. It's a totally different gameplay style than Shovel Knight. I think I said in the Let's Play for it, had I not played Shovel Knight before, and I was playing these two games for the first time, both of them, I'd almost definitely like Shovel Knight better. But now that I've played through Shovel Knight, I've really played through it twice. It's still a great game, but I'm much more interested in Specter
Torment.
now than I am Shovel Knight. Just because Shovel Knight, it's I've played it a few times. Like I'm sure I'll play through it again.
I'm never going to beat the
Multiple
new
times,
game plus.
probably.
I'm never going to beat the new game plus. It's just I'm never going to get through the boss.
Boss rush, I can't
gonna
beat
do
it.
it.
I'd like to try it again someday. But
I want to for the trophy, but I'm never going to get the platinum because I'm never going to beat that game in an hour and a half, and I'm never going to beat it without dying. I'm never going to beat it without blowing up any of the things. So there's no point.
way.
No point.
But no, I think it's a solid game.
I really like it. If you like old school Ninja Gaiden, you will like this. I'll say that. And I like how it wasn't just, and you'll see this in the Let's Play, but they didn't just throw him into the Shovel Knight levels. There's new enemies. There's the levels are different. There's new areas. There's new textures. There's just they didn't just, for as much as we just want them to make Shovel Knight 2, you have got to hand it to Yacht Club Games. They could have just easily, when they promised all this stuff on Kickstarter, they could have just said, okay, let him be Plague Knight. Let him be Specter of Torment. Just make Shovel Knight a boss or something. All right, let him be King Knight, whatever. But they didn't do that. They're making new games. Like they've made 3 Shovel Knight games. 2 are good.
Right, yeah.
But still, please make Shovel Knight 2. Please make Shovel Knight 2. The only other thing I've been playing, of course, Horizon Zero Dawn. And all I'll say, because I didn't really play it much this weekend because Mario Kart was awesome and we watched the crappy WWE pay-per-view yesterday. There's no point even talking about, except Roman lost. Yay. I got to the point in Horizon and I was direct messaging with Nick, Adam, and Logan because I got to the point where I'm like, oh, this game just, it is now. I wanted, as I've said in the podcast the past few weeks, I want to do every side quest. I want to do everything that pops up. I'm going to 100%. I'm going to do everything. I'm not just worried about the platinum because there's stuff you don't have to, like you don't have to do every side quest. I'm going to do everything in this game. And now it got to the point where you're finally getting some of the backstory and why are there robot dinosaurs and why are these humans just like in tribes scattered all over the place with primitive technology that's not really primitive, but you know what I mean? You're finally starting to get that. Now I'm like, okay, I want to like call in sick for 2 straight days and just blast through the rest of the story and then go back and pick everything off because I'm like, okay, holy crap.
So you're finishing the story first.
I think
and then
so.
You're going to go back and do.
I think I'm going to do story for the most part. If I feel like I need to level up, I'll go back and I'll do some easy side quests and stuff just to get the XP. Man, you've got to play this game.
I will.
We both love stories in video games, and I can tell this is going it's like been kind of like this. It's like good, and it's now here, and it feels like it's just going to keep going up. Like the chart, there's no top to the chart. It's just going to keep going. And Logan put up a little piece on leftylogie.com talking about the game. Not any spoilers, but just that he got to the end and it was worth it. I saw Nick beat it the other day, and I'm like, I just got to beat this game, and I still don't know that it's going to top Zelda. I don't think that it will top Zelda. But it's going to be interesting when I'm removed from Zelda and I'm removed from Horizon at the end of this year when we do our Game of the Year discussion.
Right.
How do
you look back on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's never been an open world game like Zelda. And there was a time right before when I finished my save, I got through this one story mission. I found a fire pit, a fire, and I saved it. Then I was like, maybe I'll just go over there and do this side quest. But when I looked at the map, like you do your waypoint for the side quest, and it's like, I'm here. The side quest is here. There's a mountain. And I'm like, it tells me to go down here and all the way over and then up here. I'm like, I'm sure I can just go through that mountain. I go to that mountain and I'm like, running and then fall. And I'm like, can I jump up it? I'm like, okay, now I do wish this was Zelda and I could just climb up this stupid thing. But it's an amazing game. Obviously, you don't need us to tell you that. But even if it's 6 months after this game comes out, we are doing a effing spoiler cast because this game is worth it. I don't care how long it takes you to finally play this and beat this damn game.
I mean, you could also just bring Nick on, bring Adam on, whoever. I can sit that one out, and I just won't watch it. But
no, well, Adam hasn't beaten it either. He said he's only about 10 hours in.
Oh, okay. Right.
But I want to nerd out about this with you because I know our taste in video games, and I know when it's going to click, and you're just going to be like, You're going to get to that one mission, and you're going to be like, holy crap. I'm going to be like, was it mission X? And you're going to say, yeah. I'm going to be like, yep, I know.
No.
And then you're going to be like, okay. Spiderweb. Sorry. I guess that means...
Are you not home right now?
I'm walking in the spider webs.
This
Just
guy.
leave a message and I'll call you
This
back.
guy. All right.
News of the week, Sean?
Yeah, it's about that time.
Nintendo... walk me... On a Thursday night at about 9:45 Eastern Time, if you were on Twitter, you would have seen that Nintendo announced the Nintendo 2DS XL. The trailer should hopefully be playing right now if I remembered to do it. I'm kind of going to be tired when I'm editing this. So they announced that they brought out the 2DS maybe a year and a half ago. I have no idea. 2 years ago. Made sense. It was $79.99. Can play all the 3DS games. It just didn't have the 3D capability. But it didn't fold. So it's just this big, weird, like TI-89 kind of calculator thing that just never looked or felt right. And I always thought that was just weird. And I understood why they did it. You can play a lot of great games for a cheap price. If they would have put this out, I wouldn't have waited for Jess to surprise me with a 3DS. I would have bought a 2DS XL off the bat.
Yeah.
While I love my 3DS, 3D is always off on it. Do you ever play with it on? I mean, you probably hardly.
I would turn it on occasionally, and then after about 10 minutes where I just get sick of playing like this, and if I happen to do this...
Right, they're like, oh, wait, I got to
now I can't see anything anymore. Like, I just get sick of that, and I turn it back off.
So, it $149.99, coming out July 28th, I believe it is. The trailer would have told you if I remembered to post it. And if you're listening on audio, you should go to youtube.com/twoplayercoop. Thank you. Subscribe, like, share with your friends. What? Am I crazy, or did they just launch the Switch like a month ago?
You are not crazy.
A month and a half ago, whatever it's been now. 2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months.
It's basically been 2 months because it was March 3rd. 2 months ago. Hey, everybody, here's a new portable Nintendo. What the hell? Why? My comment here in our notes is Nintendo 2DS XL dash wait, what? Explain this to me. Like, how about you just work on the Switch and give us a virtual console?
Yeah.
How about you tell us what the freaking online thing is going to be? How much it's going to cost? What the free games are? How that all works? Like I said, this thing called the virtual console, what the hell? Their eShop is horrible right now. Good luck finding a game you want to play.
Yeah, that was just trying to find this stupid
Puyo
Tetris
Puyo demo. Yeah.
demo. I couldn't find it.
Right. What are they doing?
I don't know. I mean, who's this? Who's in the market for this? How much is a 3DS right now, by the way?
The new 3DS XL is still $200, $199.
Is it really?
So you save $50. That's what I'm saying. And it actually looks good. The one that's like charcoal with the blue buttons, I like blue. The other one that's like white and yellow is a really weird combination. Yeah. It's not even yellow. It's like a yellow orange. New word.
Yeah, it just seems...
It's claimed, like it is. If you haven't seen it, well, I mean, you saw it, so now you see it, but now you don't. It's a 3DS without the 3D is basically what it is.
Basically, yeah.
It still flips. It's still got the same size screens as the 3DS XL. Somebody put up a graphic. Let me see if I can remember it all. Nintendo DS. Nintendo DSi. Nintendo DS Lite. Nintendo DSi Lite. Is that a thing?
Maybe.
3DS. New 3DS. 2DS. New 3DS XL, new 2DS XL. I mean, they're selling the systems. If you're watching this, go add up all the systems sold for that and hit the comment section below. Let me know how many systems of all those DSs that they sold. 200 million, probably. Something ridiculous. It's actually probably more than that. They sold 35 million 3DSs. The original DS... they sold a boatload of. I want to say they sold like 100 million or something. Maybe really? Across all the families. Like maybe they didn't get to 200 million with all those I said, but probably pretty close.
Yeah. I just don't understand who, after all of these years, is like, oh, they're making a 2DS XL.
Now
Sign me up. I want that. Like, if you really wanted one, you would have gotten it by now. You would have either just said, screw it, I don't need the one that folds, or screw it, I'll just get the 3DS and just never use the 3D portion. Who's going to buy this?
When you could spend $150. Now, again, $300 is a lot of money to a lot of people. So it's $400.
It was $300 on sale.
$320. But like you can get a Switch. Well, I mean, hopefully if it's in stock for $300 with one of the best games ever made, possibly the best Mario Kart ever made, and Ultra Street Fighter 2. I feel like we're the only two that are like really excited for this. I don't get it. It'll be interesting, and it's not even out till July when Street Fighter's going to be out by then. Splatoon 2 is going to be out by then. Like, I don't get it. I just have no idea. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, their whole goal with the Switch now should be, okay, after we put out all these Fire Emblem games that we've shown, we're committed to, the 3DS is dead, and it's Switch, because that's what you sold us on with the Switch. Home console and portable console.
Right. We don't need two
portable
consoles with two totally separate catalogs.
Like
it's one
if
thing to
Sony
have the DS and 3DS, but
if Sony was putting out PSP and Vita games still, like what are you doing? Like, let's make some more UMDs. People love these UMD discs. I don't know. I don't know, Nintendo. God, I love you, but man, you do some weird stuff. So last week, we predicted.
Spectacularly.
We almost nailed it. The Call of Duty World War II reveal trailer posted the day that we posted part 2 of our podcast last week. There were tanks. There were explosions. They touched on the story. It looked great. What else did we predict? I can't remember. I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
and you should again, if I remember, you should be seeing the trailer here. If you don't, look at this beautiful WWE belt. Coming out November 3rd, that was confirmed. We already basically knew that from the leaks. What else here? There's going to be a single player campaign and a co-op campaign. Now, this is something that I'm kind of confused about because I've seen conflicting reports. The single player campaign, you will play as Red Daniels, I think mostly or exclusively from the 1st Infantry. The whole game's going to be Europe-based between 44 and 45. You will have you'll storm the beaches of Normandy and you'll do the Battle of the Bulge. I had written down no co-op story details yet, but then I heard somebody saying that the co-op story is actually zombies, the zombies mode. The funny thing is when you see people going like, well, this isn't historically accurate. Like somebody, it was either Altano or maybe it was Marty Sleva at IGN was like, he screenshotted somebody that was like, oh, this is not historically accurate. Because they had said there's going to...
Schreier, I think.
Was it Schreier?
Yeah.
Yes, he said games are beautiful or something. Like, because they were saying, like, women will be in Call of Duty World War II, and somebody was like, that's not historically accurate. And actually, the Germans had women, but the U.S. did, or some... I don't know what it was. I don't claim to know. Don't get mad at me. I don't know history. But then the same guy was like, yeah, zombies in Call of Duty World War II. Like, what are you doing, dude? And there's going to be one new multiplayer mode called War Mode. Seems like seems like they're copying Battlefield 1 from what I know about it. But so we said before we saw the trailer, we were excited for. I said I was excited for Battlefront and Destiny right below it, and then Call of Duty way down here. You were just like, all you had was Battlefront. The game looks beautiful. Every Call of Duty game looks freaking beautiful, but you can do that when everything is very linear and scripted, and you don't have to build these big open worlds like Horizon or Zelda or anything like that. Right. Metal Gear Solid 5. Uncharted 4, some of those levels. What did you think of the trailer? Did it change your mind at all? Are you excited at all to go back to World War II?
It reminds me of... I don't see myself getting this game. But it looks awesome. It looks, dare I say, fun. Again, I don't care about the multiplayer, but the single-player campaign. It reminds me of, I think it was it Battlefield? Some game that we used to play shout out to Brent and Jason if you're watching / listening.
You better be.
At our LAN parties way back in the day. And I want to say it was Battlefield 1942 or whatever.
Yeah.
And you basically got to, I don't know if it was part of, I don't even know if there was a single player campaign now that I think about it. If there was, I don't think I ever played it. But there was a multiplayer level map, what have you, that was essentially Normandy. And one side was up on the beach and one side was storming the beach. And it was just so cool. And that's what, I know I'm dating myself here, but that's what this makes me think of. And I'm sure it'll be
so
very
it's kind of
intense.
nostalgic.
It's actually nostalgic for me. But other than that, to me, it's not enough for me to get the game. It looks cool, but
it looks great. And I'm sure it's going to control immaculately. I'm sure it'll be the best-selling game of the year. I think this will be, I think Call of Duty's kind of been trending down. I think this is the year it goes back up. But again, it's, like I said last time, from one stupid 2-minute teaser of Destiny 2, I care more about that world and more about the longevity of that game and everything than I do about this. I just don't care. Maybe it would be a great story and it would hook me like Black Ops did, but I doubt it,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Does look beautiful, though.
It does look beautiful. You know what else was a beautiful game?
What's that?
Resident Evil 7. However, Not a Hero has been delayed from IGN. Quote, we were working very hard to get the DLC ready in time for the spring release, and we got close to completing the game content, says Kawata. Our aim is for this content to match the high quality of the main game, so we need more development time in order to achieve that goal. However, in light of the incredible reception to the release of Resident Evil 7, we concluded that this DLC was not good enough to meet those high expectations. This is from Nakanishi. Sorry, I didn't say that at the beginning. Rest assured, we'll use this time to create something our fans will love. I'm super excited to play this. Some people are thinking this delay has to do with the whole conspiracy theory thing about that character. We won't spoil it. No. That character that shows up at the end and how it might not really be him, which I think you hinted at in our spoiler cast, that you weren't sure if it was actually him.
Yeah.
It might be that other guy that's been in the series.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's that. I think it's just, again, I don't mind delays with games. So I shouldn't mind delays with DLC, especially when it's free DLC. I've moved on from Resident Evil 7. I don't feel like I need to play Not a Hero right now,
Right, I'm not... I think this will probably reinvigorate my whatever for this game. I played it. I loved it for the most part. I absolutely loved it in the beginning. And it definitely went downhill later on. Once I almost wish it wasn't a Resident Evil game, because you don't need to do all the stuff
tie it all
at the
together.
End. Yeah, I thought that was a fantastic game for the first.
The first 2/3 of that game were
honestly the first 25, maybe 10% of the game, 10 to 25% of the game was just unreal, unlike anything I've ever played.
The first hour, yeah.
And then for the most part, the first 2/3 of the game was still awesome. And then at the end, it kind of, I wouldn't say it falls apart, but
it just kind of turned into more Resident Evil 6.
Oh, right, yeah. But I'm looking forward to the DLC. I hear, what he said. I'm like, oh, that's admirable. You want to make sure that it lives up to the quality, and yada, yada, yada. I'm just so jaded by all these delays. I'm like, just bullcrap. You didn't get it done. Don't say, well, we want to make sure it's up to the high standards that you didn't get it done. Right. It's not done in time. You're delaying it. Just, I don't know. I don't really care. Like you said, I rarely even think about this game. I kind of forgot the DLC was coming until we started talking about it now. So eventually it'll get released and I'll be like, oh, cool. I'll check it out. I'll play it. I may love it. I may be like, man, that was entertaining, but whatever.
Yeah.
But it'll get released when it gets released, and I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it getting delayed. But
yeah.
I
think it almost might make me want to go back and play it again.
I was thinking now that I do want to play through it again.
I don't need to take my time as much as I did now, because when you get to those, there's not going to be as much exploring. It might be more like I could probably beat this game in 7 or 8 hours instead of 13 or 14, whatever I spent on it.
Yeah.
but still I still feel like even though I know everything that's going to happen, that first hour is still going to be perfect. And that first hour or so after the next part is still going to be the scariest freaking thing. Like when you've got Jack just hunting you down and everything. By the way,
I've never experienced anything like that in a game.
We almost experienced it at the WWE pay-per-view last night, but
Wow. Yeah.
that was way worse. That was like a 1 out of 10. Resident Evil 7, like we said, 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10, something like that.
Yeah.
The House of Horrors, you almost made me quit you forever, WWE. That was garbage. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has a release date, September 19th. Yeah, you burned me on Street Fighter V. I don't really care about this. I'm way more excited still for a 25-year-old game in Ultra Street Fighter 2 than I am this. We got some more character reveals. So here's the Marvel characters we've got so far. Captain America, Captain Marvel, Hawkeye, Hulk, Iron Man, Rocket Raccoon, Thor, and Ultron is the bad guy. I guess he's actually Ultron mixed with Sigma. They like form. It's Ultron Sigma is the bad guy. Don't ask. The Capcom characters are Chris Redfield, Chun-Li, Mega Man X, Morrigan from Darkstalkers, Ryu, or Ryu if you're wrong, Sigma, like I said, and Strider. Does this game tickle your fancy at all? Did you play any of the Marvel Capcom games? At first, I never liked them.
Not since like
one.
The arcade.
Yeah.
Like way back then.
I was always turned off by them from the beginning because I didn't like the whole tag team thing. I was like, I like my fighting games to be one-on-one. That's why I never got into King of Fighters either. Even though SNK makes really good fighting games, I never got into it.
Right. I don't know. I mean, how many more characters are coming?
I don't know.
Because the Capcom lineup looks a little weak to me.
But again, they are doing what we were worried about. I don't know if y'all were worried or not, but the Marvel characters are going to be the MCU. There's not going to be Wolverine, Cyclops, Magneto. That's crap.
Yeah.
Berserker Barrage. Are you kidding me? If it's not there, I'm not playing the game.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I would rather be the full Marvel lineup, but Capcom lineup is...
You got to think...
I love Chris Redfield. I don't want to play as him in a fighting game.
It makes no sense.
Mega Man, I actually enjoyed playing as Mega Man back in the original Marvel vs. Capcom. So, okay, I could see that being fun. I don't care about Chun-Li. Ryu, you have to have Ryu.
Morgan's a good, because she's actually from a fighting game.
Morgan, okay. Strider, okay,
great game, but again, I don't get it.
And then Sigma, I don't know. I feel like you could have... It would just be weird to have just a Marvel fighting. I mean, it wouldn't be weird, but it would... This game needs to be a crossover. Like, I get that. I don't think a Marvel just AAA fighting game really works. So you have to do a crossover, and just cross them over with Capcom. Like, I get it, but I don't know. I would like to think this is only maybe
like
half of the final lineup, but they're going to keep it about 50-50.
Yes.
And when I look at the Marvel characters, unless you bring in a bunch of bad guys, which has never been Marvel's strong suit,
no,
who are you
not
missing?
At all. Right.
I could see...
right, if you're not doing the X-Men, what else do you have? Right.
I mean, unless you bring in...
Vision,
War Machine, Vision, Black Widow,
Spider-Man.
I mean, Spider-Man.
But that's all because Sony. I think Sony owns the rights.
Actually, I guess
video
there
games.
are quite a few characters missing.
I don't know if they can do so. If they can do
Guardians,
Spider-Man.
all you have is Rocket.
Right.
You don't have Groot. You don't have
Star-Lord.
what's her name.
You don't have Batista.
You don't have
Drax.
Drax. Yeah.
They were talking on Podcast Beyond. What if they brought in
Winter Soldier? He should be in it.
Jack Baker and Marguerite Baker and the Baker family from Resident Evil 7. Imagine playing as Jack Baker like, welcome to the family, and you got a shovel and you throw it into Captain America's face and cut it in half.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping this is nowhere near the final lineup, but there's almost nothing they could do with a lineup that's all of a sudden going to make me thrilled with this game. It could be fun, but I don't know. To me, fighting games, I'm excited for Street Fighter 2, but that's because it's retro. It's classic.
Nostalgia,
it's whatever.
And it's perfect, yeah.
new fighting games I just can't really get into anymore. I don't know. I feel like their glory days have passed. But that's just me.
I agree. Couple more items here, then we'll get to what everybody's favorite segment is. Actually, I don't know because I don't know. It's my favorite segment. We got some official sales numbers from Nintendo on the Switch. So in March, the Switch officially sold 2.74 million units. They wanted to sell 2 million. They sold 2.74. To me, that means they're outperforming. That's awesome.
To everybody, I think.
Well, no, because some people are still going to say, "Oh, it wasn't 10 million." So I mean, they suck. That's probably what Colin's saying.
Wow.
Oh, they underperformed. Breath of the Wild on the Switch sold 2.76 million copies. That means 20,000 more were sold than systems were sold. I don't get it, but hey, you do you. I don't know. Like, I wonder if, like, I don't know.
I mean, that'll correct it. I mean, by the time we see
it won't
April's
end up
numbers,
102% attach rate. Yeah. Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, I think this is what I was about right. 1.08 million. I think I said probably.
That's a lot more than I would have thought.
Yeah, I said probably a million.
I would have thought 400,000.
Shout out to Bernardo. I know he played it on his Wii U.
Yeah.
So the total, the Breath of the Wild has sold 3.84 million units. Not a lot more to say there, except we're really happy. I'm glad. So 1 million people on the Wii U. What's 1 divided by 13? 8%.
1/13.
Thank you. 7-8% attach rate.
Yeah, about 8%.
Not high, but you got to think a lot of those Wii U owners make up a lot of those 2.74 million Switch owners. So,
right, yeah.
It's just tough to judge it. But Nintendo's off to a good start, and then you couple that with Mario Kart's day one sales and everything. I think Nintendo, I don't think they're going to be getting out of the hardware game. Obviously, never mind. It's way too early for me to say that. But through almost 2 months, they are off to a fantastic start, and I'm very, very happy about that. Go Nintendo. Last but not least, well, usually it is least, PS Plus games were announced. PS4, I'm sick of this crap happening to me. I'm so sick of this crap. I'm never buying another game that's on sale on PS Plus ever again. PS4 gets Tales from the Borderlands after I spent $1.50 on it.
Oh, it was that cheap?
Yeah, so I mean, it was basically free already.
It was like $6 or $7 or something.
No. And we get Abzu, which I do want to try that. However, I am kind of jealous of, we do have a few people that listen to us or watch us over in Europe. They get Alienation, which is a twin stick shooter from Housemarque that did, oh my God, I just drew a blank. One of my favorite games on the PlayStation 4. What is it? Resogun. I would have rather had that, but Abzu, it's like, okay, I can relax and just swim around in the water and pretend I'm Echo the Dolphin or something. I don't know. PS3, never heard either of these. Blood Knights and Port Royale 3. Why are you still giving us PS3 games at this point? Cancel both of those and add one PSVR game for the people that bought PSVR, and you do yourself a lot of good, Sony. Vita, Laserdisc Defenders, and Type Rider. Those are both PlayStation 4 cross-buy. I have no idea what they are. But I'm sure they're just, fantastic games. Or they're not.
One or the other.
Yes. One way or the other, we're about to play the It's the Back of the Box Challenge. If you didn't know what the Back of the Box Challenge is, it's the game we end the podcast here every week on the Two Player Co-op Podcast. What this game is we take a previously released retail version of a game. We look at the back of the backs. We read the back of the backs aloud to the other player. We bleep out any pertinent information that would give the game away or make it way too obvious. The other player then gets to ask some follow-up questions. We used to limit it to 3. I was listening to some old podcasts, and we're like, man, I've only got one more question. But now you can ask however many questions you want because the games have gotten a lot harder, and we bleep out everything.
And everything's made up, and the points don't matter.
Neither do the rules. Breaking all the rules when we get together. Do you remember that?
Nope.
That song in the 90s?
Is that Paula Abdul?
No. Is that what I sound? Do I sound like Paula?
It sounded like a Paula Abdul song.
It sounded like something.
I think you're reading first this time.
I'll read first. Nope, not commercial appeal. Talking about West Nile virus. Let's do this game. I almost said it out loud, and that would have given away the back of the box. Are you ready, Sean?
Yes.
I cursed my luck again as I slid down the blank's throat. Have my dreams of guzzling grog and plundering galleons been reduced to this? 3 small trials and you're a blank like us, they said. Fair enough. If only I could stomach the foul brew these scurvy blanks swilled, the rest would be easy. How could I have known I'd meet a powerful and beautiful woman with a jealous suitor too stupid to realize he'd been dead for years? And how can I crawl through this great stone blank to find a man who walks 3 inches above the ground and sets fire to his beard every morning?
Is this an arcade game?
No. I would love to know what you thought that was, though.
I was wondering
Primal
if it was
Rage
that.
or something.
No, I was wondering if it was that one game.
Oh, Dragon's Lair.
I kept thinking Dragon.
The
Age.
full
I knew
motion
that was
video
not-
cartoon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought you were.
You know, what year did that game come out?
Like 90?
83.
Oh.
My mind was blown when I heard that for the first time. I was like, holy crap. Talk about being
Wow.
ahead of your time. Yeah.
Pioneer.
I don't think it started hitting home consoles till there were CD-ROMs.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you couldn't, but.
But yeah, it was out in arcades in 83.
Okay. Is this a licensed title?
No.
Well, okay. Is it part of a series?
Yes. There's a sequel, but you would really... I'm assuming you know that. But you would think this
I
is
would
the
think
one
of-
you think of.
okay.
Yeah.
This is prior to January 1st, 2000.
Yes.
16-bit?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that, so now you know where it's played.
It's a PC game.
Yes.
It's an old PC game. Did we own it?
We did not.
But we played it
Oh, yeah.
on PC.
Oh, yeah.
Did
I did. I'm pretty sure you did, too.
Randy own this?
I don't remember.
Where would we have played this game? If it's a PC game and we didn't own it, is it like a point and click kind of game?
Not in the way you're thinking of. Well, I mean, yes. Breaking on the rules. I'm going to look that song up because that's going to drive me nuts.
So this IP did not exist before this game.
Right.
And it's a computer game that we didn't own. So you don't even know if I played it?
I know you played this game.
Okay.
Yes.
But not on our computer?
Definitely not on our computer.
What in the world?
This has come up one other time before. With Carmen Sandiego. I'll give you a hint. It's not Carmen Sandiego.
Ooh, it is.
It is.
All
All it's coming up with is Ozzy Osbourne songs. Damn it, it's not Ozzy Osbourne. What was that girl's name?
So, is this played from first person?
No.
Okay. Is it played, I know it's kind of subjective, but is it a similar style game to like a Maniac Mansion Day of the Tentacle?
Yes.
So that's what you mean by point and click, but not
right.
the way. Yeah, yeah.
Not like a missed point and click,
Right,
but you
yeah.
do point and you click.
God.
Technically, it is.
Well, no.
Technically, it's an adventure game.
Did you play as a human?
Yes.
Is it like Leisure Suit Larry or something?
It's not Leisure Suit Larry.
I don't remember the song.
I don't want to get a copyright strike.
Oh, God. Wow, this sounds so 90s.
I just want to get to the stupid chorus. You don't remember
I don't
this?
remember the song.
Oh my god!
It sounds like every other 90s song that ever existed, though.
Jess
okay.
will remember that. Shout out to you, Jess.
I don't know where else to go with this.
You know,
trying to
it's
think
a
of-
point and click like Maniac Mansion.
I know, but I can't really think of any other games like that. And you play as a human.
Yes. It's a LucasArts games, if that helps. LucasArts game, if that helps.
Oh. Is it Grim Fandango?
Nope.
No.
That
Is
wasn't
it the other one?
LucasArts. It's the other one.
You sure it wasn't?
No.
Then I was thinking of the other one. What is the other one? Crap. What is that game? Oh, it's this is gonna be like stupid Resistance the other week where I just couldn't think of the name.
I don't know that you're even on the right track.
No, I am because
This was one of my favorite games as a kid. One of my favorite PC games from like 10 to 12 years
because
old.
I remember
And I played the hell out of this in school. on
Oh,
PCs.
actually- no, Dragon's Lair isn't even the one I was thinking of.
Oh. Oh, damn it, shoot.
Is it Monkey Island? Curse of Monkey Island? Something like that?
It's close. Secret.
Secret of Monkey Island. That's really what I was thinking of way back when.
Really?
When
And I got you
talked
on the
me,
wrong-
When you talked me into Dragon's Lair. Because
No,
all of
that
a sudden
was-
I'm like,
that was not an
wait,
arcade
no,
game.
I wasn't thinking of
I wasn't thinking of Dragon Lair. This guy with a helmet on and these dragons and this FMV
because it has
cartoon.
nothing to do with pirates, and that was pirates from the beginning. That was honestly.
You played the hell out of that game, right? Or did you not? I did.
I've definitely played it, but I don't know when or where or why or how or who or
Where? Wait.
but that was literally the first game that popped into my mind. And then all of a sudden I went down this Dragon's Lair path.
Well, but it was never an arcade game. That's why I said Dragon's Lair. So.
right, yeah.
Secret of Monkey Island is fantastic. They put out a special edition on Xbox 360 in like 09 or 010, something like 010. 2009 or 2010, something like that.
Oh god.
Such a good game. And
That was a lot of fun. I like that
yeah,
game.
I liked it way better than I started Grim Fandango or no, Maniac, no. What's
Day of the Tentacle?
Day of the Tentacle, and I was like, this just,
I couldn't get into it.
it doesn't interest me. It's fine. But it's not Secret of Monkey Island. Those games, just those adventure games, it's just I don't know. Monkey Island was the only one. And I can still remember the beginning. You start out in that town, and it's kind of like at night and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I can picture it in my head. Oh, it was so cool. What the hell did you do to your case? Did you set it on fire?
No, I glued it. That's super glue that dried because I dropped it and it like exploded, so I had to glue it back together.
It's probably safe with a lithium-ion battery. Nothing wrong could happen there.
All right, you ready?
I guess.
This is an easy game.
This game keeps getting harder and harder.
This is an easy game, but I need to.
There's gonna be nothing you can even say.
Yes. No, there's plenty, but I do need to bleep out a lot. He thinks he's a hero, but he's not. He's blank. He's blank. He knows how to pick a fight. He's blank. As slick as he is deep, he's on a blank adventure to save the world.
You had to blank out adventure?
He's on a blank adventure to save the world. He's stretched to the limit of blowing away the
Is this
blank.
Booger Man? Really? Really? Oh my god!
It is just full. All right, I'm
You
gonna
said
read.
stretch, and
I'm
I was
gonna-
like,
even
there's
when
no like Gumby game, but I was like, you could stretch boogers and flick them.
Literally, this
I
whole
didn't
thing-
look this game up, but I thought about it because I was like, I thought about
I've
Chuck
thought about
Rock.
doing it several times.
I thought about Chuck Rock, and I was like, wait, you already did Chuck Rock. What are all those other games I always think of? Booger Man. I think we already did it. I won't even look it up.
No, because
Oh
I
my
kept
God.
looking it up and I kept not doing it because of that. There's just too much to bleep out. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. He thinks he's a hero, but he's snot.
Okay, yes.
He's mean. He's green. He knows N-O-Z-E, N-O-S-E.
spelling lessons with two-player co-op.
How to pick a fight. He's Boogerman.
How to pick a fight.
Yeah. As slick as he is deep, and he's on a pick and flick adventure to save the world. He's stretched to the limits of blowing away the vile slime bags who are bent on sticking it to planet Earth anyway, every way, and everywhere they can. You're his first pick to help him rescue the whole world before it's flushed down the toilet.
Do they put like pick in like all caps whenever they write it in this back of the
but
box?
it's very obvious. Join the flick or be flicked race to pull the plug on the Boogermeister and his gang of filthy stinkers.
Does it say what year this came out? Was it 94? And was this only on Genesis? Super Nintendo didn't.
It was
this,
Genesis and Master System, but yeah.
This was on. No way. Then this was earlier than I thought it was. It must have been like 91 or 92.
Where is it? It should say right here. Oh, 94.
It says Master System and not Mega
sorry,
Drive.
Mega Drive.
Okay, I was like, no.
Sorry. Yeah, not Master System.
It's like, how did they ever put Booger Man on? I that was a shot in the dark.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a pick in the
Do you know
dark.
who makes it?
Interplay?
Yeah.
It was? Okay.
They make like 3 games, but they're all like
Out of this
you always
world.
associate them with Interplay.
Except Clay Fighter. It took me forever to get that last week. That was the Back of the Box Challenge.
Good
hey,
job.
This has been episode 7. I didn't even say at the beginning. Or did I? Yeah, because then I went crazy and got all red-faced. This has been episode 71 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, it's been a crazy week or so. It is what it is. But to all you that have been here, thank you so much. All the new subs that have come over the last couple months or over the last week, whatever, thank you. To those that defended us and everything, seriously, thank you guys so much. Like I said, we're moving on. Don't care. Sean's foot keeps popping up. But if you're finding us for the first time, we are part of the Nerd 901 family. Go to nerd901.com to check out all things nerdy in Memphis and around the globe. Also part of the Nerd 901 family is Pixels and Papers, our friends Ernie and Derek. Check them out.
We still need to get together for a game night.
We do. We got to get together with our thing because we're trivia champs. We got to do that too.
Oh God. And
now we can drink beer again.
Yay.
My month sabbatical is over. God, that beer was so good yesterday, the ball game. Pixels and Papers, check them out. They specialize in RPGs and tabletop games. Check them out. They're on SoundCloud, iTunes. They're on YouTube now, everything. Give them some love. Speaking of YouTube, hopefully you're watching this at youtube.com/2playercoop. If you're not, go there. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like I said, usually I always tell you guys to subscribe. Again, we're on a quest to hit as many subs as we can. That's all I'm going to say. By the time we hit episode 75, we're going to live stream that here in about 3.5 weeks. I guess we need to prep for that. Episode 75, we're going to live stream it. I think it's May 26th or whatever that Friday is. We're going to live stream episode 75, go through both of our top 75 games of all time, not in any order, just alphabetical. Well, I mean, it's in order, but it's alphabetical order. So be sure to tune into that. We're just going to hang out with y'all. We'll talk to the chat and have some drinks and have a lot of fun. So again, that's really important. Subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for being here. Again, of course, we have audio podcasts as well. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Twitter. Nope, dang it. Well, we're on Twitter never mind. iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and audio services all around the world. You can find us on Twitter. Like I said, I'm at Kevin White 24. He's at Real Sean White. Together, we're at 2player_co-op. We also have a very important Facebook page that we never update at youtube.com. No, dang it! Facebook.com/2playercoop gaming. Go there and look at all our old videos that are also at youtube.com/2playercoop. Again, hey, seriously, like I said, it's been a crazy week. Thank you guys so much for being here. You give us the motivation to keep doing this. We love you. We really appreciate you. Thank you for being here for 71 episodes or for 1 episode or 2 episodes. Either way, thank you so much. Until the next time you see us, Sean, go ahead, take us out.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Oh, it looked good.
It looked good. It was like, whoa.
It's 3D.
Bye, guys.